watching David Graham's Sports Report.
You're watching David Graham's Sports Report.
When you call for just any ambulance service, you never know what you might get. But when you call Vital Care at 423-562-9370, you'll get an experienced staff, experienced and professional people who know what the word emergency really means. Don't just trust anyone. You do have a choice when it comes to ambulance service in this area. 562-9370. Well, finally we got to see the Owls in action Thursday night, their first homie in about 4 weeks. And it was homecoming up there Thursday night, so we congratulate Miss Jasmine Kinsler, who was crowned the 2013 La Follette Middle School football homecoming queen. Wow, the homecoming festivities lasted almost longer than the game. The Owls scored on their first possession as Mr. Sean Markham scored 3 touchdowns. We were going to call this the Sean Markham Show. Bailey Miller got into the act, scoring a 1 along with quarterback Zach Rutherford, and he scored from 80 yards out. He scampered down the right sideline, and no one laid a finger on him until his coach congratulated him on the sidelines along with his teammates. That's what kind of a game it was for Chris Honeycutt, who has these guys playing well right now and believing in themselves. They won 42-6. The Bulldogs of Horace Maynard scored a touchdown on the last play of the game, but too much Owls on this night. Now they will be at home next week against Alcoa, and we have a sneaking suspicion that's on a Tuesday night, but we'll check on that for you because it says on the schedule Thursday. After the game, they had a homecoming dance. I went, but I discovered I couldn't dance. So, I didn't try it. I didn't want to embarrass the kids, and I certainly didn't want to embarrass myself. But they were having way too much fun for me to try to get out there. I just took pictures. The Eagles keep rolling along. They traveled to Eagleton and won 30-16. Mike Miller and his bunch are headed for the showdown with the Owls. Wouldn't it be something though if both teams came into that game 6-1, because they're both now at 5-1, and they sit atop the conference. Now the Eagles are on the road again next Thursday at Soldiers Memorial, and I'm pretty sure that's a Thursday night game. According to Matt Price, there's some real mad football players on the Cougars football team this week. They're upset, and rightfully so, that they let one get away last week against Anderson County. And they will be ready and waiting for the Dragons, who visit this Friday at El Hope-Dunsett Stadium. They not so fondly remember last year's 17-0 halftime lead and lost the game. A game we had already counted in the books as a win, a game that would have maybe put the Cougars in the playoffs, who knows. A game they will not soon forget. Justin Price hasn't forgotten either. We sat down at Papa John's Pizza and spoke with the coach about that very subject.
When you came out of the field house for the first time and you saw the crowd, you know, they were over here in extra seating and they were on line the fence around the field. What was your feelings coming out of the field house?
You know, it was humbling, you know, because our program, we came a long ways in a lot of different areas, but, you know, our fans have always supported us from day one, but to have more, seems like we had more fans Friday night than we've ever had.
Absolutely did.
And I think even after the game, we probably gained some more with the respect and the way our kids play.
Right.
But, you know, when we walked out at 5 o'clock, it was half full.
Right.
And, you know, when we finally came out at 7:25, it was a moment, you know, I remember walking across the field that you'll always remember, because you think back to where you were those first few years here, and now that you see that and the progress that we've made and the support that we're getting. I'm just happy.
And you see how far it's come, and it's come to this.
And the main thing is our kids got to experience that. You know, that's something that high school football is all about, playing in front of your fans and your whole community, and I'm glad our kids got to experience it.
Right. Now, Coach, I got to ask you, you know, losing a tough, I mean, folks, if you wasn't there, everybody was there, but a tough loss like this, how hard is it for a team to come back?
Well, the last 2 weeks has been unique for our program, because we went from a huge win, being 3-0, and how we're going to handle it, to now losing a tough one. How we're going to handle it. But our kids have responded well this week at practice. You know, we just got to, and I tell them every Friday, think about the win or loss, go to sleep, wake up Saturday morning and forget about it.
Right.
Our coach and staff, we meet on Saturday mornings for that reason. We want to forget about the previous game. Whether you won or lose, it's time to move on to be 1-0 this week.
And, you know, you're talking about being better. That's how you be better. You forget the last game.
Right.
You improve
and you find out where you made the mistakes, and you fix them, and you go out and practice it. And That's how you become a good football team.
Here's a look at the upcoming games for Friday night. Of course, Clinton is at Campbell County, and it's homecoming up there. Carnes is at Anderson County. Knox Halls will be at Gibbs. McMinn County travels to play Oak Ridge. Powell is at Central, so that should be a good game right there. All right, now real quick, we want to take another look at the district standings. Anderson County's in first place at 4-0. Oak Ridge is 2-1. Powell is 2-1. Campbell County is 3-1. But you're probably saying, David, how come Campbell County's in fourth place when they got a better record than Oak Ridge or Powell? Well, Oak Ridge and Powell are undefeated right now in district play. Knox Central's 1-2. Clinton is 2-2. So, Clinton's no cupcake, so we better be ready for them. Halls sits at 0-3. Gibbs is at 2-3. But now Halls is ahead of Gibbs because they've lost fewer games in the district. And Carnes is sitting dead last. They're at 0-4 and 0-2 in district play. Folks, lunch or dinner time is a great time to call Papa John's Pizza. It's always hot, fresh, and delivered to your door. They have standards down there, and they keep them up very highly. Better ingredients do make better pizza. Call the folks down there at Papa John's right now. 423-562-7272.
Calvary Christian Academy and Daycare, located at 2139 Jacksboro Pike, behind Murphy's Gas in La Follette. Also located at 2139 Jacksboro Pike is Calvary Worship Center. Our midweek service is Thursday at 7 p.m. Sunday worship service at 6 p.m. For more information, you can call 423-562-7267. That's 423-562-7267.
Okay, now here's some things coming up. The Lady Cougar soccer team will have a home game at Ken Snodderly Field against Cumberland Gap on the 24th. Start time is at 6 p.m. Now that's next Tuesday, and I hope the Owls football game is on Thursday because I don't intend on missing this event. And you can check the schedule of the Lady Cougars soccer team on cougarsrock.net. October the 23rd, also at the Greens at Deerfield, Sheriff Robbie Goins will host the second annual golf tournament. For more information, you can call the Sheriff's Office at 423-562-7446 or Jody at the Greens at 566-0040. October the 31st is going to be the second annual Halloween Bash at Jellicoe High School for the basketball team. Going to be a lot of fun. That all starts at 5 p.m. up there. We'll get up there and get a real good look at what Mike Reynolds has got going on. Also, on November the 7th, we'll be down at Cougar Nation as we'll go down to John R.W. Brown Gymnasium as the Blue Devils will scrimmage the Cougars at John R.W. Brown Gym, starting at 5 p.m. with the girls' game, 6 p.m. for the boys' game. And that's to benefit the Toys for Tots. Just bring a toy for a child, and they'll let you in free of charge. Okay, now we want to remind you they're going to have a ribbon-cutting ceremony over at East La Follette Field this Saturday at 2 p.m. They're going to officially open up the field for the Little League football players who finally have a place they can call home. That all starts at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I had to check on that. But I won't be there this Saturday, as I will be up at Campbell County High School at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. as I'm going to be hosting the LA Cruisers car show they have up there. And it's going to be a lot of fun, so if you're out and about and you're not going to go to the football game, come on up here at Campbell County High School and check it out. Come up and say hi to me, okay? Okay. But anyway, whatever you do, get out and support our area youth. Okay, that's a real quick look at today's sports. I thank you for being with us. Hey, you guys stay tuned. There's a whole lot more to come right here on WLAF.